fun. This time you get to meet Jessica. We normally have 4 girls on the show all together. It's all right.
Okay, this whole place came down a minute ago.
We are on. All right. It's good that we're on because I love the fact that Ken Domash is here. Well, bless your heart. And we also got Jessica in today. And if you didn't know what happened earlier, I definitely made an appearance when I got here. I knocked over the whole entire set. I fell, flew over, knocked everything up, and then of course Ken, who's always so fun, brings us fun stuff. He's the only one that brings gifts.
Yeah.
So I'm warning you, bring gifts.
Gifts are good.
The gifts are
people
great.
Smile when you show up.
I know.
You got the
VIP.
At CRS, everybody goes around with these lanyards, right?
Yeah.
I've been to so many of these, and people walk around with like 30 lanyards. I'm like, what do they do? So here's our lanyard. It's a VIP. It's not like a backstage pass or anything, really, right? You know, it's like we're backstage. But check it out. Oh. So it has a USB. You put in your computer. You put it in your car. It'll play every album I've ever recorded, along with the new album that's not out until like August. So you can hear it.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Hope you enjoy it, you know, and that's your VIP pass. And this
cool.
is fun too.
So I can't use this if we're like in another town and say, hey, I know Ken.
You can use that. Yeah, just show up. And then this is fun too. This is a key.
What's that?
So it has a key that has a USB. Okay, so just put that in your car. So I treat it like, because it's all 20 different routes, you know. So you
and then of course you brought a hat.
Because it's snowing here in Nashville. It's like the first time it's cold here.
Yeah,
like
well, I had the bucket hat last time, but this time I get a beanie. This is going to be great.
So it's 20 different routes. Is that the name of a tour, or is that the name of an album?
That's a great idea. Wow, you just started right here. Bless your heart. That's a really good idea. I like that.
He knows how to make this show work.
I like that. That is a great idea. We're going to make a tour with 20 different stops, and we're going to go through 20 different towns. I love it.
That makes sense. That's fun.
And legit, the album is based on doing radio touring.
Okay.
So I was driving, and like when we do radio shows, it's awesome. And we're setting these all up so that we go do a spot in the morning, they tell the listeners, and that afternoon we're at some crazy cool venue. And it's just like, it's so fun. And it's so, doing that, I was writing songs. Like I just came out of an unbelievable performance, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm looking like I'm texting, but I'm not. I'm in the song, you get that vibe, and then you're like, you get a new song in your head, and you start doing your lyrics. So you come out of here with like 20 new songs. Didn't pick that number on purpose. But the point is, when I was out touring on radio, I kept writing all this. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good idea. We will call it the 20 Different Routes Tour.
Awesome. Glad to be a part of that.
That is serious, yes.
Yes. Cool.
Can I tell you something else fun?
Please do.
My guitar case, I don't have it here because you don't play here. It's a very busy area.
Very professional here.
No, but if everybody played guitar, it would be silly. But on my guitar case, I made license plates for each song on the album.
Oh, cool.
So like the last song is Without Living, so it's like WOLVN. So it looks like I've got vanity plates for each song because my other guitar case is all full of the stickers from going to radio stations.
Right.
So I thought that'd be cool. Anyway, I think it's fun.
I think there's 20 different routes.
Yes.
Cool. Where would your first stop be? Nashville? Your first stop would be
First stop is Nashville. Yeah, I guess it's just started. Yes. I have to look ahead. We've already booked like 4 or 5. I just have to figure out where they are.
So were you saying with your phone that like an idea for a song will come to you and then you'll start like just, I gotta make a note of this?
Yeah, so it's embarrassing. But I also do a selfie video.
Okay.
And I'll karaoke the sound while I'm driving. I know all the songs in my phone that are song starts. Not by, like when I do song ideas, I say song idea so I can search it by idea. But when it's a video, it's always this horrible picture of me in my car, like singing. I'm like, okay, well there's a song right there. So when I sit down to get an album ready, I just start going through all of my phone and listen to, and it's horrible. But it's like, that was that idea. Because they come in and then they're just gone.
I love this. I did hear something about you that you basically, you were just passing time and a vocal, your daughter was doing vocals or a class, right?
Yes, I took my daughter to piano. She's so wonderful, and it was such a beautiful time. She was a little girl, and we're going to piano class because I'm like, my sister played piano. Part of my mom's side of the family would all play piano. I had nothing, and I'm like, I'll take her to their piano, okay? And they would sit at a little table like this and read magazines. And I'm like, that looks like a bad waste of time. I'm not going to sit out here with all the parents. And so I'm like, well, what else you got? And they're like, well, we have a voice lesson. And I honestly did not know what that meant. So I'm like, okay. So I took it, and the guy's going with the guitar like, me, 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 me. I'm going, okay. So I do a lesson. About 4 or 5 lessons in, he goes, hey, let's do a song. I'm like, whoa, that's a bit much. I didn't really. So he had me sing a song, and this my experiences on this were so fun. Each one was like a blinker and took me down a different road. And he looked at me, he's like, you just being a jerk? And I was like, what? He goes, dude. And I looked at him like, is it that bad? Because I'd never sing, you know. And he's like, dude, come on, just go join a band. And he like cut me off.
This is like,
and told me
so cool.
It was like, I'm like going, so I can sing? Okay. And I'm funny when I play. I'm so like slow to get noisy sometimes. You know, it's like I want to make sure I'm not offending anybody. And I don't know this, but I know this about myself now. If I'm playing, especially at a bar, and you see like a couple talking and they're getting kind of serious, I'll kind of take it down a little bit so they can get through their conversation. Or if somebody's phone is kind of dealing with you, kind of bring it down.
You're like, I'll wait on you.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I mean, I got all night.
Well,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I only have
testimony to your comedic.
I only got like a 13 song set, and this is supposed to last an hour and a half. So let's just kind of hang on the G chord for a minute.
You're like, I'll be your background music
Yes,
for this
100%.
moment.
Yeah,
And it's so
exactly.
fun. And then you can say, so what'd they say? You know, and you just start having a whole song. Or I saw a comedian that took somebody's phone, and he's like talking about the text, and he gets the phone, and I'm going, that's gold. He's got that person's phone in the comedian's hand, and the guy starts reading the text. The audience is just cracking. I'm like, you know what? Listen, you got to give this person credit. They handed me their phone to a comedian. It's like, you know how bad that can go. They can start to
go
how
very
badly
bad.
they can start
Wow.
opening
I've seen those things on
photos. The comedian could have destroyed. Anyway, sorry, I went down another road there.
No, I think it's funny though. But when I read that, I was like, oh my God, it's like something as silly as that led to where you are now. And I see you have. I mean, obviously you have a great comedicness
Thank
about
you.
you. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I sensed that the first time you came last year.
Honest to goodness, I really, not to interrupt you, but I really love getting to do acoustic performances because you don't need to put a blinker on. Your band doesn't need to be like, oh my gosh, you just went from this song to that song. I need to put a capo on. You know, it's like you don't have to use any blinkers or anything. You just go, unless you just have somebody on a cajon drum kind of thing. But I always think the neatest thing is to treat it like a comedy act that all of a sudden just has real meaningful music.
No,
And
I
just
love
have that break. I grew up doing magic, so magic shows are my background.
Very cool.
Oh, that's very good. That explains, I think,
Doesn't
more
it,
and more.
though? I know. I didn't
It
wanna
explains
let
so much because because last year when I met him, I go, he just came out of nowhere. He just like, can I come in? I go, sure.
Magic man.
I know. He just like appeared and
Yeah.
like, you know.
I'm gonna
I
change my stage name to Magic Man. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Talladega Nights. Yeah.
Bless your heart, literally.
Aw.
Bless your heart with
You guys
Ken
are fun.
Domash. I love it. Thank you so much.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do with my hands? Yeah. You know, I get up in the morning. All right, anyhow, thank you for doing
Thank
this.
you,
guys
thank
are so
you.
helpful.
Ken Domash, bless your heart. We love it. Welcome back anytime.
You're awesome. Thank you.